Hey everyone, welcome back to Tropical Freeze, and today I'm going to tackle the Bright Savannah with...
Hi, I'm Poorly Written Novel. I also have played this game, but not this far.
Oh, you're in for a treat. World 3 is probably my favorite world outside of World 5, so...
Penguin, what are you doing here? You should not be in the savannah. This isn't right.
Yeah, just... I love this world in particular because it's just like... The idea of kind of like an African grassland is really uncommon for a platformer, because they usually go with like the forest and shit like that.
Nice death, nerd. Starting off strong here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get past the second world. It was a combination of the controls in the game itself not really, like, speaking to me, I guess. I should give it another shot at some point.
I mean, that's fair. This game is definitely not for everyone, but...
I feel like maybe if just from what I'm seeing already in this world, maybe if they had led off with this as the second world instead of the generic grasslands, foresty kind of thing.
That one weird jump you saw like a couple 30 seconds ago, that was actually me seeing if I could burn the grass with Diddy's jetpack.
Turns out, no, you can't.
Yeah, no, that's a nice little touch too far, apparently.
What was up with that high five thing? Because I don't remember ever doing that myself, but I never looked at the game manual.
Okay, that's a thing they teach you, in the first level, and then you probably never, ever used it again. As you get bananas, you fill up this little super meter, and when you use that, it will kill all of the enemies on screen, and then give you a bunch of prizes depending on who your partner is.
So with Diddy, you got an extra life.
Yeah, I got extra lives. If I had Dixie, they would have turned into hearts, and I think Cranky is banana coins.
So Diddy is objectively the best one to be using that with.
Hell yeah, he is.
It's a shame because Cranky is objectively the correct partner to be using at all times.
Ooh, I don't know.
You tell me you don't want to play as Scrooge McDuck forever?
I don't know, Dixie is hilariously broken in this game. It's pretty hard not to pick her.
Okay, there's hilariously broken, but then there's also the fact that you are playing Cranky Kong, one of the best Kongs. I don't think Dixie quite has that in her repertoire.
Excuse me? Her name is Dicky Licky?
Oh my god. You have to include that in the thread, by the way.
Oh yeah, I will go hunt down those tweets at some point, but yeah. No, that list was amazing.
I would totally have supported some of the optional names for Donkey Kong Country, too. Seriously, this world design is really cool. Why did they not use this as their second world? I feel like that would have been a much stronger...
I mean... Plenty of... hindsight is always 20/20, but... I don't know, I do like the kind of mountain village feel of World 2, but I do like this world a lot better, to be fair.
And I see the bonus worlds are no better in this game than they were in Returns. I mean, they're still better than the original Donkey Kong.
It doesn't take much to be better than the original Donkey Kong, though.
Yeah, everything about this world looks really cool. Just the stuff being held up with sticks that is thematically appropriate to the area.
I do want to give a special shout out to the music because, it's music in this game is as universally good, but, when it comes to stuff like this, David Wise did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I was quiet there because I was just appreciating how everything was moving together to the beat of the music. Seriously, that is a really cool way to end that level. Holy shit. This game just looks so much better than the first impressions you get of it.
That's a fair criticism. I mean, World 1 is fun, but it is super, super generic. And, I mean, like I said, I like World 2, but...
I thought World 1 was much stronger than World 2 was. I didn't agree with some of the design decisions in World 2. Some of the platforming just felt off to me.
Alright, so do you like platforms that wave back and forth?
No, not really.
Okay, well you're not gonna like this level too much then. Because those tilting flowers are pretty much the main gimmick here.
I mean, that giant durian fruit that was trying to chase you down was pretty neat.
Also, it helps that, you know, I have Dixie, so I can pretty much ignore most of the tilting bullshit. Just because her, you know, double jump is fantastic.
Oh wow, that's a sneaky little bonus area there.
Yeah, the only difference between that and the regular plank there was that the ones that you could fall through were turned sideways. So yeah, that one was definitely one of the more subtle hidden ones.
You almost missed that one.
And it was all for another lovely bonus stage.
So are you just gonna spend most of this world hanging with Dixie?
I just kind of switched to whoever. I use Dixie the most because she is, like, that's the play style that I agree with. But I'll use whoever, because honestly, some of the levels are, like, built in, like, no, this is a cranky level, and you don't get the rotating barrels, it's just, you get cranky barrels.
Cranky's thing is that he can hop on spikes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's basically Scrooge McDuck.
He's literally Scrooge McDuck.
Diddy's got his little rocket boost, and then Dixie basically has the rocket boost, except it's more horizontal.
No, Dixie is a double jump. She gives you a vertical height.
Ah.
Which is really weird, because her thing in, you know, DKC2 was that she...
Had that hover.
Yeah, the hover, so... You know, whatever.
I mean, at least they did something different instead of just ripping off, you know, the previous game. Good job. Nice death there. You almost look competent for a minute.
Hey man, have you seen, like, the World 1 videos? I didn't die at all in those.
No, I haven't, because you haven't posted the thread yet. That's right, I'm dating the recording of this.
You motherfucker. Also, yeah, that bull is... You can't jump on him, so you have to actually just lure him off the side of the cliff.
I mean, I would say that's rude, but this is Donkey Kong we're dealing with here. That seems about par for the course. I do like how they've... Even though it's kind of a watery area, they've still managed to keep that feel of African savanna. See, like, this is a section that I would feel like I would want Cranky for. Oh, and you're limited on when you can get that G, aren't you?
Yep. As soon as it hits the cliff, it causes that to collapse, and then you can't get it anymore.
Now, you still have to collect the letters in one shot?
Yes.
Unless you die in the level with having collected them, right?
If you die, it takes you back to the checkpoint along with whatever you had at that time.
Yeah. Okay. So that's still not too bad.
Alright, so this level is... No, well, it's probably my second favorite level bunch.
I am already imagining what is about to happen, and it seems like a really good way to do a level.
Alright, so these guys, aside from the tornadoes give you an obvious, you can roll through the bottom if you're moving fast enough. So they're not like a wall, but what they do is, as you jump into them, they will shoot you out in whichever direction it's currently tilting.
Does the game explain this, or is that something you have to figure out through mechanics?
That's something you have to figure out, but to be fair, the first, 2 or 3 of them are nowhere near spikes or a pit, so...
Okay, that's pretty fair then. I see that Rambi block there.
I see that Rhino.
Oh shit, I don't think they actually did the spikes thing up through the point I played with him. I didn't realize he could do that.
Oh yeah, Rambi doesn't give a fuck. He'll just run straight over spikes.
You know what level they introduced that in? Because I might not have beaten World 2, I don't think.
I don't remember. I think it might have been towards the back end of World 2.
Yeah, that might have been the problem. I think I got maybe halfway to 3/4 of the way through it. I know that the level that made me kind of just stop was a level with Rambi featured prominently in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I think, the last main level in World 2, so... whatever.
Oh, and he is affected by momentum and those things.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. And now we have lightning.
Yeah, it's better than, I think DKC 3's level with this gimmick. Because that one, it, explicitly tracked you. But here, it just kind of happens semi-randomly.
And then it's really telegraphed where it's going to hit, at least.
Yeah, I mean, they give you a leading shot, no matter what.
Now, I'm assuming that later levels are going to have that gimmick again, just more complicated.
Honestly, I don't think so. I think I mean, the idea that things are going to be thrown at you, from off-screen or the background will certainly come up again, but the lightning gimmick specifically? No, I think this is the only level that uses it.
Huh. That seems like something you could break out for, a storm-themed level pretty consistently. And Rambi can't run into the flaming dudes?
No, Rambi is not safe from fire. He can do everything else.
Oh, that's right. The level that I gave up on had a segment like this near the end of it, where you had to be doing this with Rambi, and just some combination of his momentum mixed with what I felt were kind of floaty jumps. Kind of just... I couldn't figure it out, and I just stopped and then had to delete Tropical Freeze to make space for something else on the Wii U.
But yeah, this part is where, it really picks up.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting to happen a bit sooner in the level, honestly.
Also, I really, really love that even when you don't have him, he still breaks the spikes.
Oh yeah, that is a nice feature right there.
Alright, this level here, this jump right here is the only one that really got me.
Oh, that was rude. I'm not even gonna give you a good job, idiot, for that. That is...
As it turns out, it actually does come down right before it breaks the ground beneath you. But yeah, the first time I came to that, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's a little bit more complicated than the other things they were throwing at you that level. So the airplane is funky?
Yeah, the airplane's funky. That's where you buy stuff. But this is my favorite level.
Like in the game or just in this world?
In this world. Scorch and Torch is exactly what you think it is.
I think I remember seeing this on a speed run before, and I remember it being kind of ridiculous.
So first and foremost, the fire is a passive object. Like, if it, like, it doesn't, like, actively chase you down, but, like, it will slowly burn through, like, if the grass catches on fire, it will slowly burn through it all, and if it goes through all the grass, you can't get whatever little bonus is hiding in there.
Now those water berries, I guess, are infinitely respawning from those points.
Yeah, you can pull all of them out. You can pull as many as you want out of the pile.
And it looks like anytime you step on something that platform that was burned, it just disappears.
Yes.
But the ropes are fine.
Yes. Don't ask questions.
Okay, no, that's... It would be kind of a dick move if they weren't. You just walked right into that.
I did. But I love the way those guys look when they fall, though. That's great.
With the fire effect, yeah, that's really cool. And I'm assuming that just heats up when you run over it.
Yeah, anytime the ground is like cracked and burning, if after you walk on it, like a second or two later, the whole thing lights up and it will hurt you.
Yeah, this is a really cool and interesting visual design. Really cool color palette for this specific level.
But seriously, I don't understand why the vines don't burn. That's the one thing that doesn't make sense in this whole thing.
I mean, in this case, gameplay concession is a perfectly fine excuse. Oh, that N is nasty.
Yep, this one you have to specifically stall for, because otherwise there is no platform for it.
At least they put a checkpoint, like, right after it. Yeah, the way they play around with the fire gimmick in this is actually really neat. And the enemies set that off too? Cool.
All that for just a bunch of bananas.
I mean, that'll keep DK happy.
That firewall was just the entrance to a bonus room, by the way.
Okay. Ah, so I see you're not going for 100% completion.
Oh no, game doesn't give a shit about puzzle pieces. So
same thing as Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's a little weird that Retro decided to add in a collectible and not make it part of 100%.
it's an interesting choice, to be sure, yeah. But certainly not one I'm complaining about.
So you go from Fire World to... I'm guessing this is a water level?
Sort of.
Oh no.
I think you will like where this level is going.
I mean, that's a nice transition there. The implication that, you know, the fire thing is behind that gate.
Also, want to briefly point out, this is the one and only place in the entire game that Stickerbush Symphony plays. Right here. At the start of this rocket barrel level.
Honestly, I have not played enough Dank to actually, like, have an opinion about that song, because I only know it from Smash Bros.
I will say that the 2 health on the rocket barrel makes it incredibly inconvenient to kill yourself when you need to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you missed the K there, so I guess you were killing yourself to come back and get it? Oh man, this looks a little rough.
Now, this isn't so bad. The early game rocket barrel levels really aren't that hard.
I forget the specific mechanics. You have to hold the button down to actually have any vertical height on it, and otherwise it just constantly falls?
Yes, yeah, you hold A to go up, and otherwise you just slowly fall.
What the hell are they getting out of the water here?
Fish.
Those don't look like fish. This looks like a pile of blue.
Alright, so you might notice that little gate up there. We'll get to that shortly. It is not actually a secret exit. Even though that is usually what that denotes.
At least Kong didn't seem too bad in this level. So I'm guessing the color there denotes the fish behavior. Purple will go high, blue will go low.
You got it.
And after the first time you die to that, or the first time you see it, you should probably be expecting it after that.
And that brings us down to the end of the level.
So where's that big fish that just chased you down here?
He is right there, to the left.
Huh. I actually expected him to continue chasing you.
Nah, that's the end of the level. But of course, we have that secret exit that we saw way down in the bottom right. But we have to keep Dixie throughout the entire level to get that, so... Which, admittedly, is not very hard. You just have to not die.
Game gives you... I think the game gave you a barrel at the start, right?
Yes. Yeah, you get a barrel of your choice at the start. And you get a, I'm gonna say, and that's about it, though. Anyway, yeah, inside here. This is just sort of an alternate pathway. There is a secret exit if you happen to have Dixie or Cranky with you, but you do not need them. Like, you can just, if you happen to just accidentally fly up to the top there, you can just go straight out the other side and you can keep going.
Can't believe that fish is fucking dead.
Also, fun fact, this is the only level in the entire game that has 2 secret exits.
Huh. And essentially both of them kind of require Dixie.
One requires Dixie, one is Dixie or Cranky.
I mean, at least they're consistent with that.
Actually, come to think of it, I don't think Diddy is required for any secret exits ever.
Eh, he got his time to shine in the last game.